This is a How Is He podcast with Podge and Popa, proudly sponsored by Ampifi. Power up your podcast. Let's kick it off.
Welcome back to the How Is He podcast. Joined as always by my co-host here, Paul Popa Rowling. Pick up slack last week, Popa wasn't here. Thanks very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Viewers are down, but anyway. Right here in a fantastic facility, this Ampifi Studios in the heart of Carrolltown. This episode is brought to you by Carroll Estimating, the go-to team for contractors, subcontractors, suppliers and manufacturers who want accurate and competitive project pricing. Visit carrollestimate.ie or find them on your favourite social platforms. Today's guest is a man whose life has taken more turns than most of us could imagine. Thomas McCarthy was once one of Ireland's most promising young boxers, winning multiple provincial titles and All-Irelands as a juvenile, as a junior, as a senior, all levels, with the world seemingly at his feet. But at 18 years of age, his path changed. What started as dealing drugs soon spiraled into addiction, pulling him far away from the life he'd worked so hard to build. After hitting rock bottom, Thomas began what he now calls a long way back. A journey of recovery, accountability and rebuilding from the ground up. Today he's using his voice and his story to reach out to thousands. Big following on TikTok under the tag The Long Way Back. I've looked at some of your lives. A bit more comedy sense to you there as well.
Could be worse.
But he's showing the world that changes. He's showing everyone that change is possible no matter how far you've fallen down. You might also recognise it from one of the hit TV shows, The Young Offenders. But the real story is the one you're about to hear. This is raw, honest conversation about talent, addiction, recovery and redemption. Welcome to the podcast, Thomas McCarthy. Thomas, how are you?
Lads, I'm all good.
How are you, Tom?
I appreciate you. Thanks very much for having me up here. This is the first one and I'm actually looking forward to it since weeks. To be quite honest, I just want to get it out there because I'll just say a bit about myself. So growing up, where I'm from, Mayfield, the people down there, brilliant, absolutely amazing. It's a rough spot.
Yeah.
At a young age, I was very good at soccer. In my family, growing up, my mum was the best woman in the world, but an alcoholic.
Right.
So growing up at a young age, I was anti-drink. She'd ask me to go down to a neighbour and ask me go down and get me a fag. I wouldn't touch a fag. I wouldn't hold a fag in my hand.
Wow.
It was just a no-go. I always wanted to better myself.
Yeah.
I wanted to better myself. Looking at my mum, she lost my sister to quartet and she turned to drink. She couldn't. She's 7 months, 8 months off drink now. And big up my mum. She's flying. But what I'm getting at is growing up, looking at my mum and stuff like that. I was a mammy's boy. Seeing my mum go through what she went through, I always was there saying I don't want that. And seeing where I was from, it's very easily to go about that life and just there's drinking drugs everywhere and it's very easily to get caught up in that and you want to be around the boys and all that kind of stuff, so at the get-go I didn't want that. I wanted to train. I always liked singing and acting in school. I always liked doing something that was not trouble or not
keeping you out of trouble, right?
Keep me out of trouble, and just bringing a bit of hope to my mum and my family, do you know what I mean? Because where we're from, as I said, it's not all bad, but do you know what I mean?
The reputation is bad, isn't it? The reputation it carries.
But that's
bad,
what it is. So I started off with football, soccer. I loved soccer. I actually did. I wanted to be the next Roy Keane.
Good man.
Genuinely. And it came to a stage then where I was getting bullied where I was from.
Go ahead.
And my dad...
who was your club? Sorry, who was your club?
Mayfield Boxing Club.
No, the soccer club.
Leeds.
Oh, Leeds.
Yeah, so
right, okay.
Yeah, so I won Division 3 with Leeds when I was young.
Big club in Cork City, right?
Division 3, Division 2, Division 1, the Premier, scored from the halfway line in the National Cup semi-final.
Go ahead.
But I missed a penalty to make us lose, so we won't say no more, do you know what I mean? But look, what I'm getting at is growing up, I was very good into sports. No, I weren't the best in school. I weren't bold or any of that, but I was a bit of a class clown.
You're not the first and you won't be the last.
Do you know, exactly, do you know, so I was a class clown and I loved attention. Do you know, I did, I loved being around the boys, the boys laughing at me and whatever, that was grand. So I was bullied where I'm from, and my dad...
What does that, sorry to cut across you, what does that look like? So you're 14, 15 years of age now, right?
10.
Younger,
11.
10, 11. So what does that look like then, someone bullying you about where you're from, It's just saying, well, you're from fucking...
It's not even about where you're from. It's about, to be quite honest, it's about it's not where you're from, because they're where you're from as well. Do you know what I mean? Where it was growing up, it's like there was always like it's like there could be families around and they could have young fellas. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like if my mum was arguing with this mum,
Right,
like the young fella wouldn't like me
Yeah,
or
yeah.
any of that. Do you know, nonsense.
Was
like,
it a couple of voices against one? Is that what it was like?
well, kind of, yeah. Do you know?
Yeah.
And I was very thin as well back then, and I weren't a fighter back then. Do you know what I mean? But where I was from, I kind of had to grow in to be a fighter. Do you know?
Yeah.
So other than that, my dad was like, I was getting hit, and I'd run in home crying, and my dad would be like, "Will you go out and hit him back?" Like, do you know what I mean? No, he wouldn't. I wouldn't advise anyone to go out and just hitting people. But if you get hit, I'd advise people
But
to.
that's the 80s way of dealing with it.
That was
That's
narrative.
that's where your father grew up, I'd say.
There you go.
That's
Do you know what I mean?
narrative,
He's after hitting me.
And
You're
then
not
I'd run
stupid,
it,
you're going to hit him back.
exactly. Do you know what I mean? So I was like,
But that was it.
but then my cousin, he opened up a boxing club when I was 10, and my dad was there saying, "Yeah, fuck that." Sorry for my language.
Curse.
Fuck that. You're getting in there, like, whether you like it or not, you have to defend yourself. I weren't getting in there just to cause trouble or any of that. It was just down to being able to defend myself.
Yeah.
Came to a stage then where 11 you start your first boxing fight. So I joined boxing after a couple of months. They said that I had it, like, as in, like,
Natural ability.
some people have it, some people don't, you know. So at a young age I was like, I don't know what they're on about, but I like this. I like
coach to pick up on it, though.
I like being able to throw my hands and whatever. And it came to a stage at age 11. I won my first county, first Munster, first All Ireland.
Oh, yeah, so you're less than a year boxing and you're picking up counties and
I was
provincials and All Ireland.
I was the first county Munster and All Ireland for my club.
That's fucking nuts, isn't it?
And for a person that
Young club though at the time, the boxing
was
club
just
was a young club.
started.
Yeah.
All within a year.
Yeah, and now fast forward that, they have about this, like, they got Boxer Club of the Year last year, so they have 20 champions in the club.
What's the name of it?
Mayfield Boxing Club.
Yeah,
so now they have like 30 and 40 people. Now they still do the same thing. They bring in the bags every evening, even when I was there. So you go out and a couple of you help bringing in the bags. You hang up the bags, and there was one rope going around. And then at the end of the night, you take down all the bags, put all the gloves back in the shed. But they still, like, that's like, you don't need, what I'm trying to say is facilities, because we had nothing, and still to this day they have the same facilities. I'm stuttering now.
No, but they went from nothing to getting titles that they're after getting, like Club of the Year last year, and still doing the basics.
Oh, they are the basics, and it's the same club. And
But that teaches a boxer as well a little bit of discipline.
Correct, Pop.
Don't come in here like there's going to be muck on your shoes, wherever the fuck it is. You're coming in, learn your fucking ropes.
It's discipline, like, and
that's
how.
But if you see the best boxer in the club taking down the bag,
You'll
take it down.
Of course, you will, 100%, and that's the way it is. Do you know what I mean? And it's not even that for discipline. The boxing is just amazing, but I clicked to it, and I started winning counties, Munsters, All Irelands, and then, like, these people that didn't like me or whatever, or just knocked me out, they wouldn't bully me then. They wouldn't. I knew that I could. I could throw a few punches now. Do you know? And I'm starting to win stuff, and it's like, where do you know what I mean? But not that I wanted trouble, but look, in the long run,
did they try and be your friend?
Yeah. We ended up getting close
Fear
friends.
factor now.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then when they were my friends and I was doing well, and then I'll tell what I'm going to say when I went downhill. Then that's when they're not there.
Anymore.
You know what I mean? So
they're not real friends.
You know, so
Yeah.
I'll just say what I have to say. I had 100, like I had 200 amateur fights. Genuinely, I'm a six-time juvenile champion, Cork county champion, Munster champion, and All Ireland. I have a senior champion for Cork, Munster, and Ireland. Like, I boxed all over the world. I was over in the Alexander Palace. I won gold over in the Alexander Palace.
Wow.
I boxed Olympians. Like 2018, I boxed Brendan Irvine, and he captained Team Ireland in that Olympics. He beat me in the final, and he captained Team Ireland in that Olympics.
Did you ever get to that level, to that Team Ireland level?
I was on that team I'll tell you a story about that, and which no one at all knows this about me, only one friend, and I still talk to this friend, but how he'll know, and he'll be able to vouch for me if people are thinking I'm talking shit, but I'm just saying that this fella knows. I went on the following year after Brendan Irvine, and 2019, went up to Dublin. I boxed a guy called McCarthy. For 3 rounds, I boxed the head off him around the whole ring. At the end of the fight, the decision was not 3-2 him. The whole stadium was shouting and roaring. I was bawling, crying, whatever. The minute I got down from Dublin, so I had a few drinks in the Bewley's hotel. The minute I came down from Dublin that night, one of the lads, his nan was living down in Glanmire, and I was on to him, like, saying, "You're going on the session," like, and ended up going out to Glanmire, And it was the worst mistake of my life. Went down to Glanmire, was drinking with him, ended up getting an 8 of coke. And that morning, the next morning, Bernadone rang my dad. And asked my dad, would I come up to Dublin on that Irish team that you're on
the
about.
elite, yeah.
And
what's that centre called, Thomas?
Sports Ireland.
Sports Ireland,
And they said that I could go to America instead of your man for 2 months, boxing 4 states over there, representing Ireland. And I couldn't go because I took cocaine. And it was...
Because you would have been tested or whatever and it would have known.
And my dad, I was lying to my dad, saying to my dad...
What age you here?
That was when I was 19.
Fucking hell.
That's just when I started acting the bollocks.
So the consequence of losing a fight that you clearly won in your own head
and
resulted in you going back down drinking and taking coke.
Well, don't think you're blaming that though.
I'm not blaming that at all.
Yeah.
But if I didn't do that night, if I just drank with my family, which my family didn't like me drinking, but over losing, I said, Dad, I'm having a few. We had a few in the hotel. If I just stuck to that few, went back down home, woke up in my own house that morning, I would have been on the way up to Dublin.
Because listen, you went heavy into addiction and you went really low, right? But that decision there, this is going to sound stupid, but in my mind it makes sense, Thomas, right? That's probably as bad as you being at your lowest. Making that decision.
Worst decision in my life.
Yeah.
And not even that, like, to make it worse, like what I went through, and I know I didn't talk about what I want to talk about and get out, for people, but this is the side that I want to get out as well, because that's the person I was.
Yeah.
I didn't just wake up one morning and think, like, oh, I'm going to be a drug addict or drug dealer or this and that. I was actually high and doing very well in boxing, and someone very close introduced me to dealing drugs. I weren't taking drugs at the time.
Yeah.
And then I ended up selling it. And I was like, why am I making so much money? I didn't need money because we didn't have much back where I'm from. But my dad worked flat out. My dad was a hard working man. And my dad had money, but he worked hard for his money.
Yeah.
But like, me and my dad growing up, like when I was young, like I'm named after my dad. I'm the whole name Thomas Joseph McCarthy, but he's Kelleher. I'm named after my dad. I was his pride and joy. Me and my dad were best friends, and like from a young age, I just wanted to be him. Like, I just wanted to make him proud, and I just wanted to be the man he was, like, because he gave us everything. And even with my mum being in a mental hospital and me going up to my sisters, my dad was working Monday to Friday up in Dublin, and I was going up to my sisters while I was training, getting fed up with my sisters, the right food, and then, like, I was all over the place.
Yeah.
But my dad was there for me, and like, it's not that I didn't have my dad or my dad weren't there for me. My dad gave me everything he could. Like, and then the drug dealer, that's where drug brings you, like, and dealing and all that kind of stuff.
Was your dad a boxer?
No, he weren't. Do you know what my dad would always say? He won one fight, so he have a 100% record. He retired. That's the words out of his mouth. I don't know how true it is. I don't know what, but my dad wouldn't be a liar. But the situation with my dad then as well is like, so like, my dad, obviously, the circumstances, like one day, I had my child for 10 days. Like, when I was on drugs, I had my kids morning, noon and night, like, genuinely. No, not that I'm proud to say that I had my kids on drugs, but I had them with me.
You were a father.
I was a father to them, but I was bad on drugs. But like, I weren't going around the place, wobbling around the place with the kids with me and stuff like that. Like, I'd wait until I'm back at home and I'll abuse the drugs. Well, do you know what I mean? I weren't around the streets making a wally out of myself with my kids or any of that. But like, then it came to my dad. I had my small one for 10 days, and I was in kind of a relationship where it was kind of, I don't want to talk about it, but I'm going to say what happened, because like, I'm not talking about anyone, but something happened that I was mentally tortured, like, do you know what I mean? So like, I was mentally tortured, like, do you know, and I'd know where to go, and do you know, there was people out for me up where I'm from, up in my family, and then for 3 years then I blocked my family and all that kind of stuff. And there was one day where my dad and my sisters came down, and tried to get me out of the place where I was, and I wouldn't go. I told them, get out of the house, and they cut ties with me. Not cut ties with me until I sorted myself out. But like, what I'm trying to get at is, I had my child for 10 days, and my child was up in my house, and I got a threat saying that if I don't bring the child, something's going to happen. There's going to be saying that I kidnapped the child, this and that. So I got my cousin to drop me and my child down to drop the child down. I dropped the child down, and my cousin goes, do you want to go for a game of road bowling? So I says, yeah, do you know, my head is wrecked. I do, yeah. Ended up going road bowling just after dropping my child. I was out in the middle of the road bowling and I got a phone call off my sister and she was just screaming, crying, saying my dad's after blowing up in the car.
Jesus Christ.
So I just couldn't, I was there saying no, like that. I was there, no, like that's,
Awesome.
no, that's nah. I was there, no, I'll bring you in a minute, like I'm out here playing bowling. And she rang me back 2 minutes later because I hung up, like, and she rang me back again and I knew it was true. I just dropped to my knees. I couldn't cope. I didn't understand. And that same day, my kids got taken off me and I didn't know. So when my dad died, I was deep in my addiction. I weren't around him. From being best friends to him to just being selfish and just picking up drugs and just wanting drugs and not wanting my family and not wanting to be around my family. And then for my kids to get taken away on the same day. Do you know, it's just...
It's hard to deal with one, never mind two.
It's just crazy, yeah, two, and it's 2 girls then as well. And a week after my dad died, I got him back myself full time. I had him for 5 months. I cried knowing that my dad was dead, but I was just I
was not there.
I cried knowing he was dead, and I won't lie. It's
How hard is it for you to show affection and love to your kids when you're after losing your own dad and you're going through what you're going through?
I don't know.
It's just not there. It's not right.
Like, you're just numb. Like I was getting up in the morning at 8 o'clock mopping the downstairs of the house because there were social workers involved. So there my dad was. I couldn't think of my dad. I was mopping floors, giving breakfast to the 2 girls, a 2 and a 4-year-old. I'm a man, like, do you know what I mean? I was trying to learn how to do hair. But then again, I was balls deep in addiction.
Yeah.
Do you know? And what I'm trying to get at then as well, like, is that, like, I was a boxer. I was an athlete. I done everything in life to get out of that situation of where I'm at.
At this point, though, you're far removed from that person, right?
Yeah, like I didn't know the person I was, like, until my sister recently showed me videos and stuff like that. There was one video, like, where my sister came down to a tent. I got kicked out of the house where I was at, where the kids were.
Yeah.
I got kicked out and I had no money, I had no phone, and I couldn't go home. And it's about a half an hour from my house on a train. I had no phone, I didn't know no one down the place. And then I ended up finding a tent that was empty up in a field where it was just 5 minutes from my house, where someone was obviously staying.
Yeah.
So I ended up in that tent with women's clothes on. My ex at the time, her clothes on. Up in the tent, obviously, I weren't allowed to get my clothes, so I just threw on what I could throw on. Ended up being in the tent, got woken up from the tent, couldn't walk. My sister, I could just visualise a small bit of it. My sister taking me out of the tent, bringing me down into her car. But her car was next to the house where I got kicked out of. And I was wearing that person's clothes that I thought cared about me and whatever. And they actually made me strip.
Give him back the clothes.
Into my jocks. So that's where addiction and drugs and stuff, that's what I'm saying.
You were at rock bottom.
Rock bottom, like, for a fella that had everything, and and what I'm trying to get at to people is, like, I came on here now, I don't know, I sound like, in my head I think that I'm sounding stupid with what I'm saying, but I really do want to come up here and say it, that, like, I didn't just wake up in the morning and just think, like, yeah, I'm going to turn to drugs and this and that. I had everything. I was in films, this, that. I was doing everything to stay away from trouble. And I had everything, didn't need drugs, didn't need money, and then for it to be all taken away from me, and I promise 7-8 years of hard work and just trying to get it back. But what I'm trying to get at is, like, you can get it back, like, do you know what I mean? And
is it anger?
Oh yeah,
They got you going into that.
Oh,
the phone call from Bernard Dunn that you missed out on because
like,
you took
my family don't even know this. Like there's no one at all even know this about this. Like, do you know what I mean? This is going to be the first time they heard this. Like, I told my dad my passport's out of date. Like, my dad was there. I'll bring you to get the passport paid for. But I was making up every single excuse because I didn't want to
hide the fact that you done.
I would have failed the drug test
at the height of your dealing, right before you even really start the addiction. Like, I'm fascinated by this. What's the attraction there? Is it purely money, like?
No, it's not money in it at all. It's just
What are you taking in a week if you're selling cocaine?
Well, when I was at the time, at the time, coke weren't as the way it is now, though. Like, do you know what I mean? Coke now is crazy. Like, there's 13 and 14-year-olds dealing now. Like, but when I was back then, like, I'd say I was easily making, when I weren't taking coke and I was doing well in life, €8,000 to €1,000 a week.
No problem. Cash.
800 to €1,000.
Oh.
No, and I won't lie, there's still, till this day, like my dad paid off the bones of 15, 20,000 in debts for me, like.
Wow.
Out of his hard-earned money. Like.
That's because you started mixing addiction with it, right?
So I was selling it first, and then after selling it, I was there, why are they all taking it? What is this buzz about? Then I typed it up in Google.
Yeah.
It takes 3 days to come out of your system. So I was like, sham, I get away with taking an old bump or two, whatever it is. Then I won't take it ever again.
Yeah.
It's like, you say about the money that you made, the 800s and the 1,000 a week.
It could start to dwindle, right?
It dwindled straight away because it don't be long catching up in you, because like I was getting it at a nice price and I was making serious money, but towards my addiction, towards the end of it, like I was getting stuff, selling some stuff to pay a different fella I owe.
Yeah.
Then still owing this fella until next week. So then next week will come and I'll have this fella paid, and then I'm going to get more off this fella, pay this fella, rob Peter to pay Paul or something, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So it's all that. But like, what I just like,
it's a lifestyle for people though.
It is though, and you know what? It's very easily to
have all the fucking Armani shit and flash. Not even flash cars. They don't want any attention, but no, lads around there never worked it down.
But the reality of it is, and I don't condone it for 1 second. The reality of it is that it's a very fucking profitable.
And it's not even that. Like, even though, like, over all the trouble that came to my house and stuff like that, like, all the trouble and all that came to my, like, there was never ever trouble came to my house. There was, but not from drugs and stuff. Like, I'll tell you a bit about myself. See, I ramble on much about the box and stuff. Like, my brain gets a bit much sometimes, and this is my first time talking to even people. Do you know what I mean? So
come out with fifth gear, go back into third gear.
Right, I'll drop it back down. So, like, I can remember there when I was young, 10, 11, staying in my nanny's house, and my dad dropped me from my nan's in Knocknaheeny to my house in Mayfield is 15 minutes to go up and collect my soccer boots. All excited. I was very good at soccer when I was young, like, and I'm not bigging myself up or anything. Like, I just loved it, like. And my dad would tell me back then, if I was not good enough, you're not good enough. Like the old school, you wouldn't get that nowadays. Nowadays, if you think you can sing, you can sing. Do you know? There's none of these hard parenting nowadays. Do you know what I mean? So my dad would tell me if I could do it or not, like, and if I can't, try something else. Like, not in a bad way. Do you know what I mean? You're only wasting your time. Do you know? Like, not wasting your time, but in a way, wasting your time. It's the old school, and. Sorry, people are going to get probably upset about that, but that's the old school, and that they should bring that back. But when I was 10, came from Knocknaheeny down to my house, 15 minutes spin, all excited going to a match. Turned the corner, and there's the whole lot of me windows blown in.
What?
We had a family feud for 3.5 years. There was 3 people in my family got 3.5 years in prison. I used to be scared walking to the shop with my mum because there used to be women tearing onto my mum. I remember one time I was 3 doors down from my house in the neighbours, and there was someone coming across the road. We had to get out. My mum and stuff had to get me out of the house and the kids out of the house because they knew what was coming. Like, you know, this was on for 3.5 years. And I was up at the top window looking out at a man walking across to my house, screaming, telling him he's lighting a petrol bomb and fucking a petrol bomb at my house, 3 doors up. Like, and that was at a young age as well. That was 11, 12 years of age. And then another time then as well, the same feud. My dad was coming back from a pub, and you think my dad had a tough one on the way out. Hard working man. Anyone to see my dad or know my dad have only nice things to say about him, not negative. Like, came back from a pub. He loved his 4 or 5 pints on the weekend. He worked Monday to Friday, so 4 or 5 pints on the weekend and come home. Came home from the pub, got out of the taxi. 3 of them family members that we had the feud with attacked my dad with bell hooks and slash hooks, gave my dad 120 staples. My dad was in a coma. So there's me at a young age looking at this.
This is having a psychological effect in your growing up, isn't
it? I think now that I'm after going through what I went through, and now I'm able to sit back and actually take in. Like, do you know, when I was a young fella, even when all these things happening, when I'd hear about someone having depression, I'd be there saying, what the fuck is depression? I'd be even going to my mum, like, Mum, what is depression? And she'd be like, never mind that. Do you know what? Like, kind of like, I was like, wow.
It's nearly frowned upon. For some people, they have depression.
It
doesn't
really
exist.
Yeah, like
Doesn't exist. You're not
that's
depressed.
only a
But
word.
but didn't exist back then. Like.
No.
But nowadays it's crazy, and it's not even that. Like, it's like I was saying it to this man out here. From all this stuff with all my family's troubles and stuff like that, that was at a young age. Now that I'm thinking of it, it might be trauma that I turned to drugs and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll never know. But what I know is I turned to drugs, and they do. Like, there's only one way with drugs. It's either life or death, genuinely. And that's, you can't have a life of taking drugs and live. Because if you were the way I was, like, for instance, like, I was kicked out of my mum's home. So, like, when I was in addiction, so I'm a mammy's boy. My mum, like, I could do nothing in my mum's eyes. Like, so
Golden
if,
child.
like, I'm like, if I told you something there now and it came from my mouth and you went away and said it to my mum would say, that didn't happen. He didn't do that.
Yeah.
Do you know? And when I,
Ultra
like,
protective.
when I was in addiction, then I won't lie, it baffles me because a cousin of mine only got onto me a couple of months ago when I was in a gaff, down in his gaff. Not a couple of months ago, I'm lying, about a year ago. And I owed someone €500 and could have been 7. Didn't have the money, but what I used to do is I used to use my mum's phone, and if anyone used to ring, I'd give my mum the phone and I'd say, I'm not here. And if anyone knocked me, my mum would cover me up. I had her head tormented, like.
Yeah.
One day I got my kids weren't with me at the time. One day I got €50 because when you're an addict, you can't get tick because you owe thousands, and no one will give it to you. Do you know what I mean? So I had to beg for the €50 that I wanted for a bag of weed, and I text this page on Snapchat, and I ended up. They told me go down to the corner by my house, so I went down to the corner. There was no one there. Then they told me go up to the top of the hill. Went up to the top of the hill, no one there. Then they told me go to the steps by my house. I was like, why didn't they just tell me go to the steps and I could walk up the steps instead of going boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So when I banked the corner, I had a 50 in my hand, and there was a fella standing there with a yoke up here and a yoke down here, but I could only see his eyes.
Like a letterbox.
He had a fucking bell hook, like.
Jesus.
So the minute I seen that, I was like, right, I'm running here and here, do you know? But just as I turned round, 5 fellas ballied up, and each and every one of them had a golf club, like, and just battered me, like. I broke a bone here, broke a bone here, and broke a bone here. Thank God they didn't hit me in the face because I'd be dead, like. But there was 5 of them actually battering me with the golf clubs, and for 2.5 hours I was lying on the floor and I couldn't move in the lashing rain, just meters away from my house. And to make it even worse, then the same kind of group went to my house and ended up blowing in my mum's kitchen windows, €500 worth of damage, knowing that I didn't have money, knowing that my mum's not going to have money to pay for her fucking windows, do you know? So then my mammy's boy that I was, told me she can't cope no more, that this is all too much, that I have to leave the house, like, she's going to end up dead, like, from a heart attack or something. And which, it was
You can only imagine the fear your mother's living in.
100%.
Sitting in the sitting room, watching the television, whatever, going, what's going to come through the window next?
Now I can, but at the time, lads, I was so selfish, and I didn't.
That's the price of addiction that people don't understand, Thomas, right? So you know, like I just said, regardless of what you think, people sell drugs to make money, right? So it's a fucking business. It's their livelihood. Whatever people think about, they think about it, right? But when you go to the addict and you have all them on tickets, said, and you order X amount of money, or whatever it is, you have to pay something, and the price is that.
Yeah,
right?
but do you know what used to happen to me? So debating, so like over boxing and stuff like that, I think, right, this fella will give me a box now and the money is squashed.
Yeah.
But it was never the point of that. I always thought it was a box I was getting, but it wasn't a box I was getting at all. It was a belt of golf clubs. Like, for instance, another time, I was so fucked from addiction, like, and this is what drugs do to you, and I'm just letting you know, like, that, like, if you're watching and if you watch this, like, that I mean everything I say, and if you can try, reach out, and if you think that you have a problem, like, reach out, because I'm telling you straight, like, it's not even that, like, you're affecting yourself, but it's not yourself. I know, what about, it's all about yourself at the time, but, like, my family, and I tortured them, like, and I'm not just saying it, I'm just saying it to get it out there. I thought I had all them gone, like, I thought my family lost them, but you know, when I recovered, and when they seen that it weren't all talk, and when I actually started to fucking get up and do it, like, and not tell them, oh, I'm going to go back boxing, I'm going to do it. When they see videos of me out running, and when I'm after building every single relationship back with every person that I lost through addiction.
How difficult was that? How hard is that? What's the price of that? What does that cost?
So losing everyone that care about you, like,
What does it cost to get them back?
nothing.
So
Getting clean, being honest, not being selfish.
So
Do they trust you?
No, they do.
As quickly as that?
Oh, but it's not as quickly as that though. Like I'm doing well now. Good.
It's not a switch, like, do you know what I mean?
Oh no!
You have to bring in a lot of harm here,
guys!
people.
No! Sorry, I didn't mean that. I took that up wrong.
No, yeah.
No,
Sorry,
You know what I mean? So like you're building back up.
Sorry,
The
it's
first
not
thing you have to build back up is trust.
trust. Yeah. So
Right.
like that's
You have to prove you're fucking drug free. If people want to love you and care for you again, they gotta fucking trust you. You gotta prove you're trustworthy, and now you're reliable.
Yeah.
Now you're coming right. He's willing to turn a corner. Let's help him. Now let's give him a little hand. Don't give him all the hand. Give him a finger.
There you go.
Then 2 fingers. Then 3 fingers. All of a sudden he's the hand now.
There you go. And it's not even that. I tell you, when I was in the rooms lonely, lads, and not even that, like my poor mother, as I said, I adore the woman and the woman adores me, and me and her is like that. We could fight like cat and mouse. I'm changing. She's loving that I'm changing, and hopefully I can inspire so many people, because what I'm putting up on TikTok, like, I still don't talk. I don't go to a doctor. I don't go to psychiatric this and that. Like, when I was on drugs, I wanted to go to a doctor for drugs. I did, like, and that's why I wanted to go to a doctor. I look at Tyson Fury and the likes of people like this. He don't go to doctors.
Yeah.
He was in boxing. I'm good at boxing. I was always good at boxing before I turned to drugs. If someone else is in addiction, if you're good at reading books, if you're good at writing, if you're good at it don't have to be sports or anything like that. But like, what I'm trying to get at,
Find a different addiction.
If doctors is not working out for you, because some doctors just pump the drugs, and I wouldn't recommend doctors, and it's not against doctors.
yeah.
I wouldn't, because
But your strength comes within your boxing.
yeah.
So what's your biggest strength?
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to me boxing here now. That's when I feel at my best, and I'm strong and I'm invincible. So go back to your fucking roots of your boxing, and that's what you're trying to say.
100%.
Like,
The
do you know
roots
what
of
I
the
mean?
boxing.
You're not taking up a new hobby. Yes, I wonder if boxing's okay. No. I've
I've
something
done that.
installed
I've
in
been
my
there.
head from 10 or 11 years of age that I'm a good boxer. Obviously, if the medals to prove it and back it up, can I get back to sort of that level again and train?
Tell me this. What point are you in addiction where you've no control anymore?
I'd say.
But you're just like.
Firstly, it's you're going out. You're able to socialise. You're able to. I'm able. So let's say me and the two of you went out. We met up for a few pints. We're all friends. So we go. You could have an 8 in your pocket, and you could go in and snort it, and come out, and you'll be chatting away and whatever. No one probably knows you're on it because there's so many people on it.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
It comes from that, the enjoyable part.
Yeah. So
Won't lie to everyone that's taking drugs at that point. If you're only starting, that's the great feeling about drugs.
Yeah.
But the feeling that the drugs that some people don't get out or explain or tell you is, so then when the enjoyable part goes, so then it comes to, right, I'll start taking it in my house. I can't go out to pubs and stuff like
it's
that.
not Friday and Saturday and Sunday anymore.
So I'll start taking it in the house. I'm away
First thing in the morning.
Yeah. So I'm away from everyone. I'm in the house. I can't, do you know? So then you're taking it in the house. And when you start taking it in the house, and when you start distancing from taking the drugs with people, that's when it starts. That's when it starts to come at you.
Fuck. So that's where I'm not controlling this anymore.
And you
social aspect's gone now.
You kind of know it then as well, because like you kind of know it then when you're at that point. And now it's coming to a stage now where if I was to take a line of coke right now, I'd go up into my room and lock myself into my room. My brain goes, I start thinking that there's people outside my house.
It's paranoid.
I think that there's people outside my back. I'd be looking out the window at the back, and I can see people out there talking to me.
Yeah.
Psychosis shit. I'm not a doctor or any of that, but from what I hear of people with psychosis, I think that's a tint of it. Like, it's very scary and it's lonely, and the cocaine that's going around these days, like, is not cocaine. Do you know? Like, it's fucked up shit, because I tell you the God's honest truth. There was a time where I was deep in addiction and I was taking cocaine, and I didn't want to die, but I wanted to die, if you get what I mean. But I always, in my head, I'd be in the room screaming and crying, and like I'd have a rope around my neck and I'd be twisting it, and then I'm just there twisting it, and then it came to a stage where, right, I'm just going to start slicing my hands and this and that.
Have you been there?
I tell you, my mother would be able to tell everyone anyway, but for ye, my mother knows this anyway, because
you've been there. You've been at self-harm and addiction.
I was there was one night where I was only telling the guys out there. There was one night it was 4 a.m, and my mum was fucked from losing my sister to caught death at 11 months,
What age is your mum now? Sorry, it's interested.
She's 58.
It's a young
59.
woman, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
So it came to a stage at 4 a.m. where you said where you're taking the drugs, and when it comes to a stage where the drugs have a hold of you.
Yeah.
I was inside my room and I wanted to die. And then I was like, I don't want to die, but I do want to die. But I didn't want to die. So I was there, right, I don't want to die, so there's a Stanley blade there. Get that and I'll just hurt myself. I like pain, so I'm just going to do that. So I ripping the arms out myself, ripping this arm out myself, and covered in blood, selfish, and a cry for help. And I was bawling, crying, and in my own room, my mum was asleep. My mum takes medication to help her sleep at night time. So I sleep or whatever it's called. So she's knocked out. And at 4 a.m, I knew that, like, there was thoughts in my head after doing all that, that I was going to, the thought in my head was I was going to kick my window in the front, in my room, kick the window open and just fuck myself out of it. So then I went into my mum and woke my mum up, covered in blood. And I said, please ring me an ambulance before I die. Like, I want to die, like, and I think it's coming to a stage. So my mum rang an ambulance, and
You're absolutely out of control here on drugs now.
And funnily enough, then the ambulance man that came to the house, I had a buddy that when I was 12, the day before, he was my best friend at the time, boxing best friend, like, he only lived up the steps. He was washing his horse and he drowned in a river. So the day before our championship, so we were weighing in the day before the championships, and he drowned in a river. So like, at a young age, like, it's like, it's not even that. And the same ambulance man that was off duty, he weren't even on duty, went and got him out of the river, and the same ambulance man that came to my house was able to say, this is years on, was able to say, you're that boxer's friend that died in the river, wasn't you? And then he was able to say, I took him out of the river. And then he was able to say, for me to take your best friend out of a river, now look where I am with you. Like, is that not telling you, like, that there's more to life and all this kind of stuff? But like,
fair reflection, all the same.
But it's not. It's crazy. Like, and what I'm getting at then as well is another time where my mum kicked me out over the windows getting blown in, and I was in the Simon in Cork. I was only allowed in there at 11 o'clock at night on the floor with 30 people, and at 7 in the morning you get told go out and you can't come back until 11 at night. So you're wandering around town like a lost cause. Then it came to a stage where I can't swim. I can swim in a pool, but I can't swim in the sea or anything. So I was just down and out. Another time I was just down and out and just wanted to die. Like, genuinely this time I wanted to die. Like, I was just like...
What's the timeline here, Thomas? When is this? Is this how many years ago is this?
So after the time with the slit my arms and stuff like that, that would have been about 4 or 5 years into my addiction, and then maybe 2 years after that. So it was always a part of me where I get better. And
what's the thought in your head that stops you?
No.
Like, at the time?
Oh,
you're like, I wanted to jump out the window, you didn't. I wanted to cut my wrist.
What? No, I did cut my. I slit my wrist, but like, oh yeah.
Not to the level of death.
It was just my. Like, my mum is fucked. My mum's an alcoholic from losing my sister to caught death, and then there's me.
So your mum is stopping you basically without even knowing she's doing it.
And then I just knew that, like, I thought that what if she loses another child? She's not even after recovering 20 years ago. She's still fucked from it.
And especially you with the golden boy.
Golden balls.
How's she going to feel like now? So that's what's stopping you. The love for your mother.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's not even that, but it's just with my dad and stuff like that then as well. And, like, before my dad died, like, my dad wouldn't talk to me. Old school, stubborn, like. And my sisters be telling my Dad, Thomas is flying, he's doing well. And he's just there saying, I'll tell Thomas when he's doing well. Like, I know my son. I brought my son into the world. I know when he's not in drugs. I know when he is.
Was he your biggest critic?
Yeah.
And biggest friend?
Yeah. But then
most dads are, aren't they?
Yeah, but he was this man was my best friend by it. Do you know what I mean? Like, he took me all over the world by it, and it's just, you know, like every night without fail. Like, I know for a fact now tonight I'll go back to the place where I am tonight now, and there's so much regret, so much. I'm upset. I'm angry, but I'm able to deal with that. Not taking drugs or drink. He always wanted me just to get back boxing, and he always wanted me to just get back to normal life.
Enjoy life again.
How are you dealing with emotions now, being sober?
It's hard.
Like, I can read the emotion on your face.
You see it in my life.
I don't talk. I still don't talk to people. Like, people think that I'm okay and that I'm alright. I am alright and I am okay. I'm sober.
Yeah.
But, like, talking to the TikTok on the TikTok, like, talking to that helps me. Like,
does it?
It does.
That's your counsellor.
That's me. Yeah. I don't believe in any of this talking to doctors, and I genuinely do not believe in it.
Well, the one thing I'll say to you in that is there's people out there now at the moment who are ultra qualified.
Oh, I understand
right?
that.
And if you got talking to the right person, I think can help you.
Yeah.
But you have to want to get better first.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? But if you don't believe what they're going to say to you before you walk into the room, don't walk into the fucking room.
No, I think that what it is like I was only out, like I'm off drinking drugs now within months and months and months. Like I only had 2 weeks because there my small one was on the phone to me, and if it weren't a sign, she was there. She's 2. Daddy, I just love you. Daddy, I just miss you so much. She's living 15 seconds up the road and I can't go up to the house to her because I'm in supervised access once every 2 weeks. I'm not allowed to go up to my sister's house because my kids are getting so upset and angry. But it's not even that. It's like I had more leverage when I was on drugs. I had my kids every day.
No, but it's not an environment to have kids in.
I know that, but in a way, do you know what I mean? And then it's once every 2 weeks. It's breaking my heart. I used to have them every day, but I have to be right.
Understand and know this, so that from a father, because I'm a father myself, you have to understand that it's not a quick fix for you.
No.
But if you keep going on the road you're going and getting better, your visits will come more often, and all of a sudden then you're having great days with your kids in the park. You've only one small kid now.
2. I've a 2-year-old girl, Kiva, and a 4-year-old, Kara. After my sister, she's named after
Good
them.
times will come, and you got to believe that. It's not all doom and gloom. So good times will come to you if you stay going on the right track.
No, 100%. It's not even that, guys. And people are saying, like, do you know these people that collect the tags and all this? I was in a treatment centre with a nun's treatment centre, the best thing ever. But the first day I got out, I relapsed.
Yeah.
Do you know, not in that way. They done so much for me inside there. And I was doing so well inside there. But the minute I got out to
Are you easily led? Are you?
That's why I stay on my own
You
now.
see it a mile away, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's why I stay on my own now.
The vibe I get off you is that you want to leave a positive impression whoever you meet. That's the vibe I get off you.
I'm so used to... It's not even that. I always expect the worst. Like, do you know, there's someone on the phone to me telling me there a while ago that there's hundreds of people after getting onto me on that TikTok. Like, there was a woman that's 40 odd years of age got onto me last week saying she loves my videos, this and that. Her mum and dad was in addiction and she haven't seen her mum and dad. Her mum and dad, she don't talk to her mum and dad. No, breaks her heart. But she's there saying, seeing a person that's in addiction trying to change for their kids and stuff like that, it just makes her proud. And this person I don't even know, this person's getting married. Like, there's people that
That's great feedback though.
There's another, it's crazy. There's a girl, Claire Shine, she's an ex-professional footballer, do you know her?
Claire over in Scotland.
She got onto me the first week that I put up the video. She read a book and she got onto me, like, reached out to me and said
she was a potential superstar.
She said, and she texts me all the time when I'm not active on TikTok and when I'm having a bad day. So what I do is...
She okay, sort of?
She's Cork, right? She is Cork as well, isn't she?
Yeah, and she read her own book and she'd be texting me, you know, if I don't post in 2 days, she'll text, is everything okay? But you're like, this is an ex-footballer, professional footballer. Like, do you know what I mean? She read a book, she's sending me a book out to my house.
You're an ex-fucking world champion.
Do you know what I mean? I know, and I get it back.
So
Look, I'm not jumping the gun, I will get it back.
All-Ireland champions or whatever it is.
Do you know, and do you know what?
You have your own titles.
It's not even that. Like, I don't give credit where credit's due. I don't. I'm just a normal Joe Soap like everyone else, just wanted to get out of the slumps, basically. Do you know, the bad plays where you think that you can't get out of and you want to... And
you want to shake the image, right? You want to shake the image of where you're from. And that's nothing got to do with where you're from or the people where you're from, because there's no doubt the people where you're from are absolutely golden.
Oh, brilliant.
But you just want to shake that perception and you want to create your own...
one of them people that got out of there, like, do you know what I mean? I was destined to get out of there, like.
Yeah.
And I am going to get out of there. It's not even that. Like, I want to... I don't put stuff up on TikTok and stuff like that for people to be texting me saying, oh, fair play, you're this, you're that, you're this. I don't want none of that. I just want someone to text me and tell me, Thomas, you're after helping me today. Like, watching your video, then that's job done for me, because I just want to help people and I just want to let people know that.
How important is routine for you, Thomas, now? Now that you are clean and sober and working hard and getting back?
I have to do stuff every hour of the day.
So would you, in your mind, say when you go to bed of a Monday night, do you have your Tuesday planned?
No, I just wake up and get on with my day the way it is. Once I go to bed sober, like, that's me done and dusted. Like, I'll wake up the next morning. I know I'm going to be training the next day.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be going out. Like, I go out with my friends there now, like old friends that there's one ex-semi-professional player that had to cut ties with me over what I was doing and tried to help me, but you can bring the horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
But you can understand that as well.
100%, 1 billion %, because genuinely, like, I understand that, and he wanted the same thing I wanted, and that was to achieve.
Yeah.
He didn't want that life for that.
Yeah.
But that I've all these people back in my life. My best friend is Tommy Hyde. He's a professional boxer, 14-0. He seen me put up the post and then seen me going out running on my own, and he started bringing me out to his gym. That's where the fire came back from my belly, like, do you know. And I'm not just saying it. And he don't like credit, like, but I'm just saying it, like, and I'm not just saying it to lick his arse or anything. I lick no one's ass. I try to. I'm gullible and I don't lick people's asses and whatever, but if someone tries to, like, if
you
I
know
want
you're false, don't you?
Exactly, I do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't go away licking someone's ass like
For the sake of it.
but I am very gullible, do you know what I mean? So, like, Tommy Hyde, in a way, I got up one morning, I don't know what it was, I done all these treatments, I done all these meetings, I kept getting a month, fucking up, getting a month, fucking up. It was like a celebration. But then I just woke up one day, I'm drained from life, I'm drained from feeling like this. I'm so lonely, I'm broken, I've no one cares about me, no one wants me. I'm up in my room on my own, there's not even a telly on the wall because I sold the fucking thing. Do you know what I mean? It came so bad, my mum used to get 5 bags of coal and off to St. Vincent de Paul, and she'd pay €40. And when she got to sleep, then I'd sell a bag of coal for a 20 bag of weed.
Jesus.
And then after the bag of coal is gone, I'd have that night and the next morning to have 20 cash for my mum.
Yeah.
But there I am robbing my mum's coal.
Yeah.
Cold.
Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not even that. I'd thousands worth of boxing stuff.
Yeah.
Thousands. €500 gloves, I'd sell them for €50. You'd sell your
Fucking
soul.
I'd say that.
What's
What's the strangest thing you saw? Call is up there, but
The strange. No, I wouldn't. No, it's just all phones and all
whatever
things
you
that-
get your hands on.
No, it's all just like I had loads of stuff, and then it came to I had loads of stuff that I had nothing.
Yeah.
I weren't showering. I had one set of clothes, one pair of socks. I was I was fucked.
Down and out.
Down and out, rock bottom. But like, and this, and I appreciate you getting onto me because I didn't want to reach out to anyone to be on anyone's podcast because that's not me. Do you know what I mean? If someone wants to come on and if someone has to chat with me, I don't want to be asking people for.
Yeah, gotcha.
Do you know what I mean? But like,
that's the right thing, though, Tom. I think that is the right thing.
but I was only waiting for this moment because, like, it's not even that. Like, it's just I just want people to really, really look and just like, I'm 100% the truth and honest here. Like that. Like, there's only one way of this life, and it's life and death. And it's not joking because, like, I'd a fella last week text me, and this is horrible. He was one of my friends. He was living in the house with me for a couple of months. Not a couple of months, I'm lying. About a month and a half. Text me last week, saying that he's getting on very well and this and that. He was on the heroin. Thank God I never touched heroin or crack. I'm not judging anyone. A drug is a drug.
Yeah.
But this fella was on heroin. Good young fella. And he texted me last week asking me how I was. Now bear in mind, now this fella texted me how I am. So I was there saying, flying, this, that, which I really am now. How are you getting on? Like, oh, I'm flying, I'm off the gear, I'm not taking met, I just has a few joints and my normal tablets from the chemist. The last message I sent to him was, I hope you're telling me the truth. Because, not hope you're telling me the truth, but in them words,
You want to believe it's the truth.
I want to believe it's the truth. And then I said, because if it's not, like, you're going to be found dead from it.
Yeah.
And 2 days later then, found dead.
Overdose.
No, I didn't ask about it. I don't know, was it overdose or whatever. It was definitely along the lines of mental health, addiction, drugs.
Can your brain even establish grief? Like,
No, my dad blew up in a car. My dad's car blew up with him inside in it. That same day I lost my kids. I'm not grieving about my dad until about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I know for a fact I'm going to go back from here now. I'm having the best day today.
Yeah.
And I'm after meeting 2 gems that are going to help me get my story out and help thousands of other people. But I'm going to go back to that place tonight now and I'm going to have a whinge, like, and I know I am because...
What's wrong with it, though?
There's nothing wrong with it, but before I couldn't cope with whinging, I'd go to drugs, I'd drink, but now I can. And you know what, I'm smiling now because I'm looking forward to a whinge in a minute.
Yeah.
Because you know what, it
You
gets...
do no one harm with a whinge. All you do is burn in here.
Exactly, and you know what, it is what it is. And as I said, as you said, are you no more drugs or whatever? I lost my dad and my kids in the same day.
Yeah.
I didn't care about Norman
Do you know
O'Neill.
what these
I didn't care about my sisters. I didn't care about my kids. It's sick to say. I wanted a pair of tablets and a line of coke. But until now I'm able to realise, and now I'm able to deal with my emotions normal. And you know, waking up in the morning, like I know not every day is going to be a good
Do
day.
you smile when you wake up?
I do know, and I pray God. I get down on my knees and I praise God.
Are you religious?
I am. I'm not religious, as in I'll go outside and I'll say praise God and
Yeah.
this and
You're-
you love
you're a
God and
strong
you love
Christian.
God.
Have your silent prayers.
I now I realise that I silent prayer before, but now I go to sleep at night time and I thank God for what I
Different
have.
kind of religious though.
And
I'm a religious person, but I don't go to mass every day.
And in the
It's
morning,
faith.
Do you know what I mean?
that's it.
It's faith, man.
And it's not
I
even
never
that.
miss certain things. Me father's anniversary mass, me whatever important mission things. Wouldn't walk by a cemetery without blessing myself.
Yeah, I'm
I
on
wouldn't
it.
drive by
Yeah.
a graveyard without blessing myself. Why not? I wouldn't say I'm ultra religious by going to mass every single week. I don't. I
Yeah,
believe-
faith.
Yeah, it's faith.
Faith, yeah, that's what it is.
That's
Like,
what it is.
I was in a treatment centre and it was a Christian and Catholic treatment centre. It was the nuns in Blarney. But like they're praying 3 times a day. These are holy people. Like these are nuns.
Devout.
These are top of the
Devout.
pops people. Like
Top
these
of the
are
pops.
these
Yeah.
people are like you touch them like
Yeah.
and you think you're getting touched by God. Like, do you know what I mean? So I
They dedicated their life to God, though, didn't
that's
they?
what I'm on about. So
Yeah.
like, and these women like are mighty people. Like, and I was there saying like, if these are happy in their life, and there must be something. And I was
That's
praying 3 times a day. I didn't see God. I didn't see God. I did not see God. I did not get touched by God. I did not. All I know that there is a God there.
Yeah.
I didn't see him. I didn't interact with him. I would like that, but
Yeah.
there's something there. And as you said, it might be fate.
Yeah.
Do you know, like last night there, now I was gone for a spin, and in the car with the person I went for a spin with, the radio won't work. The radio don't work, and we were actually 5 minutes away from where my dad's car blew up, and I didn't know until we actually got to the car. And I goes, "Oh, my dad actually died in the car here." And the person got up in the heap, like, and they were, "Oh, where, right or left?" And I goes, 5 minutes up there left, and what came on? The radio.
No way.
And the person said to me, like, that radio, like that, and this person ain't a
40 years
relation,
from
or
now,
this
yeah.
person isn't someone like this person goes like that's like you just said. My dad died 5 minutes up that way, and the radio came on.
Crazy.
So I don't know, is it fate or is it like
But sure,
that's me?
Ask people if they see a robin.
Oh, I only recorded one last
You know
week.
what I mean?
I only recorded one last week.
Yeah.
One was right next to me feet,
People
and
believe in that.
and then I was there recording. Dad,
Yeah.
you can go now, bye.
Yeah.
Tell me this. Let's go on to you. So you want the box, right?
Yeah.
You're training every day. You want the box. You obviously have a fucking weight of success and previous potential, although it's behind you, but you can kind of bring it forward with you. How do you get on the ladder now? You're 27. Right? How do you get on the ladder? Is it just
so the amateurs is out the window? Like maybe I can go back for 1 amateur fight, 2 amateur fights to get a feel. But the pro game,
so? What does that look like? How do if you want to get? Do you have to be signed by your promoter then?
I do, yeah, there's someone on to me already. Like
Okay.
I
You
didn't
don't have
want
to disclose. You don't have to tell us.
No, it's not even that. I just like people to be thinking that like, oh, he's jumping into things and this and that. Like, but there's someone on to me since I started putting up the things. There's
Yeah.
a guy on to me from Cyprus wanting me to go over and train out in Cyprus. As I said, I was talking to Katie Taylor's dad as well.
Yeah.
Do you know that's in Amsterdam?
Is that exciting for you?
Very
Thomas?
exciting. Very exciting because I thought I'd never get like. Look, to be quite honest, I thought the next thing for me was death.
Is there money there for you? Sorry, to not try and skip over
No,
that
but that's
statement.
I never thought that. I never thought that I'd be even putting on a pair of boxing gloves again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just thought it was going to be me, my room, my shit thoughts,
Yeah.
and
What's
myself.
what's that feeling like of putting on gloves again?
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
just lethal. It's just unreal. We were going down. There was a European champion down sparring there not so long ago down in Charleville, and I was only back training a week. And my old boxing coach I'm back with, that I won a couple of Irish titles with. So and he's a counsellor as well in Cool Mine and all this. So he's a really good man, like, do you know. So like in a way I can go to talk to him and all this. So I have everything at my feet now. So even if I have a bad day, I could just ring him. He lives just down 5-6 doors down from me. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I have a counsellor that's my trainer. Do you know, all this kind of stuff. But we were down in Charleville and there was a European champion. Like I didn't box in 9 years. And there's me watching the sparring, and then I just pumped my trainer, and I'm only back training a week, like, and he goes, I know what you're going to ask me. He goes, can I spar him? He goes, like, what? Like, he goes, that's the boxing in your head now, like, European champion, your man just back from the Europeans, like.
Yeah.
There's me only a week in training, like.
Yeah,
The boxers have no fear of that.
No, I love it. And then I was like, I love getting punched in the face. It's not, I do.
Good boxers don't.
I'm stylish and slicky. I box like that, but I like it. Just gives me adrenaline. And you know what? As you said, putting on the gloves now again, like it's just. I'm thinking of my dad.
So there's opportunity, like
there's so
much
much
opportunity for you there at the minute. Like that must be fucking really fucking like.
It is something.
It's a big step, right?
Do you know what I mean? And I weren't doing this getting back boxing. And sorry, no.
Yeah.
I didn't think that I was going to get these opportunities. I just thought I'm going to put on these videos, and I'm going to show what I was before, what I achieved, to just being a normal sober person. I didn't think I'm going to go back boxing. I just done a bit of training, but no, I am going to go back boxing. Like that's
But you're a good age though, right?
Yeah, there's still 5.
I don't know if you ever heard of Eric Donovan.
Yeah, Eric, Lily White,
yeah. Like his, Eric, if you listen to this, I've reached out to you 20 times, gone for an episode. I think his story is fantastic. Probably similar to yours in a way, right? But he went on to win a European title. Eric must have been 41 or 42.
Yeah. Eric is, and he's the same kind of weight. And do you know what? When Eric was doing well, boxing, when he was kind of a name, I was only about 14, 15. And then like you'll be, when you're at home, like I'd be saying to my dad, Eric Donovan. And then I was there saying, Paddy Barnes. And then I was there like, when I made that, I'm going to fight them like. And then when one of them goes pro, then you're like, fuck, you're there shit. Like, what am I going to do now? One of them's gone. So it's like, all right, he's getting the next. But it's not even, it's just in your head and it's just where you're at. But like, where I'm at now, like, is just, my head is the most dangerous tool in my body. And for anyone, your brain could be a bit much.
How do you win that battle, Thomas? How do you beat the battle of the fucking grey matter in your mind? How do you win that battle?
Genuinely, how I win that battle with my mind is, at the moment, what I do is I isolate. Isolate is bad. I know it's bad, but it's good for me because I'm not abusing. I'm not isolate as
it's
in...
not long term though.
No,
right?
only a day or two. So like, do you know the way I'm big into TikTok? Not big into TikTok, but people are following on TikTok.
You're popular on TikTok.
Popular. Do you know? But like...
No doubt.
So my friends would be ringing me to ask me to go for a munch. And I'd normally be going every day with them. And then it's just start ignoring the calls.
Yeah.
So then
is that when you know that the darkness is fucking creeping, right? I have to escape here.
Yeah, so like last week there, no, I didn't get out of the bed. Not didn't get out of the bed. I got out of the bed. I went for a walk to the shop, came back. I ended up staying in bed for like 4 days, waking up, going back to sleep. And then I said it to my mum, who goes, right, the depression's kicking in now again. I said, and I was actually having a talk with one of the lads, and one of the lads goes, what you're doing there now? He goes, that's like what you were doing when you were taking drugs.
Same thing, yeah.
In there lying down in the bed, depressed. He goes, that's like going away to... And you're not telling me to go away to... But it's the same. You're
get out and fucking train.
Get out and fucking do something about it. And that's... Do you know what? Sometimes I feel a bit sorry on myself.
You're going to.
I do. Sometimes I feel a bit sorry on myself.
The difference in you, when you talk about boxing, when you talk about drugs...
Yeah, it comes life.
You're so smooth and cool when you're talking about boxing. Like, you're in control. You're talking about drugs and you're fucking nailed by it.
Papa, that's brilliant.
Pisses you off.
It's a great
fuck
spot.
my life.
That's what it does. You don't even know you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're sitting there talking about boxing. You're like, Paddy Barnes, this lad, and he fucking and I was doing, and I love training, putting on the gloves, some feeling. You're sitting there and you're talking about drugs, and you're like a fucking jack in the box. It obviously pisses you off that you done it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So stay in the one that you're comfortable with.
100%.
That you shine through.
And you know, people are saying it then as well. Like obviously people are thinking, oh, is he going to go back and do this and go? Genuinely, lads, I swear to God, like I'm drained to death from that life. Like
well, there's only one man can fix it. Kid.
Only before Christmas I got offered off someone very close an ounce of coke for a month tick. Knowing that I've these videos up on TikTok.
Yeah.
I got offered an ounce for a month. An ounce is 28 grams. No, this is the addiction side coming out now, and this like I'm not saying it in that way. I'm just explaining to you.
How much is an ounce?
An ounce. You'll be paying just over €1,000. Like. Do you know what I mean?
28 grams in an ounce.
Maybe yeah, €1,000, 1,400, 1,000 to 14. Do you know what I mean? But like, it's not even that, alright? I was getting a month tick. You wash up that ounce with mix. You put 28 mix in with the 28. You 50 odd. So that's, you sell them in bags. But it's not even that. And you know what sickened me? It was just like, this person sees me putting these posts on TikTok. Whenever I'm saying it to people, I just want to help people because I couldn't help myself. I was lost, broken, and I was on the way out. I was a goner, like.
Yeah.
But today I know I'm not lost. I'm not broken. I'm back training. I'm back doing what I love. And I'm helping other people, whether I believe it or not, whether I want to believe it or not. I do want to believe it. And there's people texting me, But until I really believe it, you get what I mean? Until I see a change in like I know people are texting me and stuff like that, but until I really see it myself, I don't see it myself yet.
But you have to accept the good with the bad. And what I mean by that is, for every good thing you've won in boxing, there's people out there and we talk about your drug addiction.
100%.
So your medals and all your stuff, they don't. He used to be that.
Yeah.
Now he's a drug
Addict.
But no, you're not.
No, and
You're fixing yourself.
100%.
So you have to prove that to them. To say to them, no, I was a junkie. Now I'm not.
No,
now I'm
not.
a boxer.
That's it.
Now I'm a good man. That's up to you.
100%. And anyone that knows me, like I before drugs and stuff, like I was a gem. Like I was like I'd half my last euro, which I'd give a stranger on the street help. I'd try help more people than I help myself.
Yeah,
and that's just the person I am.
There's
Like,
goodness in you, kid.
do you know? And that's the way it is. It's just there's no goodness in drugs. Do you know what I mean? There's not.
Yeah, I think we do have quick fire questions, but I just think your story is something that should be, and I say this, it's something that should be on paper, Thomas, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think what you've went through at a fucking super young age, what you went through in relation to kids, grief, success in selling fucking drugs to addiction is probably an Oscar-worthy film, like.
As you're talking about films there now, while I was in my addiction, did you hear about the film that's out recently, Christie?
No.
The Irish film.
No, yeah.
I've messages here on the phone. Like, I went up to Dublin, so after the young offenders, the director of that got onto me and told me I'm like Barry Keoghan. I've messages here on the phone, I'll show you there now after it. I was only texting him the other day because I love acting, do you know what I mean? But when I was acting, I was in the deeps of my addiction. Like when I was filming for the young offenders, I was getting 500 a day. I was staying in the Mountain Hotel. 500 a day. I was bringing 8 of Coke. So I was drinking with the 2 casts, having gats with the boys. Fuck off into the room. There's an 8 of Coke up in the room. I was snorting throughout the whole of the young offenders. Like,
my God.
No, I'm not to the young offenders and all that. I'm not. I'm sorry. And no one knows any of that. Like,
but you're in addiction.
I was getting 500 quid a day. Like, you know, at the end of the week, I was giving 3 grand to drug dealers.
Yeah.
For a month, I was getting the 500 a day. Add that up. I don't like adding it up because I get upset.
2 grand, yeah.
But you know what? As I say, what you never had, you'll never miss.
Yeah. Sorry, I did the math completely wrong there. 500 a day. How long? For how much?
For a month. But I only ended up doing 2.5 weeks because I ended up.
So you don't tune it. So let's say you done 14 days at 500 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, bud.
And all up my nose and more, as in like I owed more.
Is acting something you're interested in?
Yeah, I was only onto that same fella that there's a short film came out, Christie.
I did see some. I didn't see it, but I did see it advertised somewhere.
The director, I went all the way up to Dublin. The director gave me the part, and the night before we were filming down in Cork. Now it's a film. It's a full film now. It's over in Berlin. It's over in this.
Yeah, I did see something about it.
The day before we were supposed to film, I had all my lines, everything was learned that week. And the day before I was supposed to film, the director rang me, you good to go? I was up in the gaff with 2 girls and 2 fellas snorting. The next day I was still up on it, and the director was up waiting for me to film in the film.
He never turned up. Fucking hell, man.
You know, and I texted him last week, and he was just ball hopping me. Like, he was there. Sure, I was trying to get arms and legs, and I was trying to go through all obstacles to get you as the main actor, Christie. Like, and but as I say, I weren't ready.
Yeah.
I weren't. Like, I know. I've so many opportunities that I'm after missing out, and I can't dwell on that because if I do, I'll only fucking.
You can't, for fuck's sake.
Do you know? And it's
You're in the wrong mindset if you're going to think like that.
100%. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't change my life.
Yeah.
I know for a fact my life is what I went through in my life is 100%. I know for a fact it's going to change people's lives, and I know for a fact it's going to help people.
That's a fantastic
that's just
mindset to have.
That's just
man.
winning alone. But like in the long run,
that's some mindset to have.
I got kicked out of 6th year. In the long run, I want to go away and I want to be asked to go in and talk to schools.
Yeah.
I want to go in. I used to go into schools with my medals and my belts. I don't want to go in with my medals and belts. Yeah, after my talks, I am going to get medals and belts back. But I want to go in and just talk to a room of people that don't understand what this fucked up life has to throw them and to rope them in. And because like it's a scary world as it is without being an addict. And then being a fucking addict, like, is like, Jesus Christ, like, life is hard as it is without being on drugs. And then when you're bundled up in that, you're not in your right senses, like,
No.
and then it's not even that. If I wanted to die, thank God I didn't, and I do thank God I didn't, and thank God nothing ever happened. But it's the pain, like, Like, I see my sisters now still about my dad, and I know for a fact that a couple of months ago I weren't around my sisters when my dad died. I was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
I didn't want them. I wanted drugs.
You were a different planet.
I didn't. I weren't.
No, you
meant-
weren't, yeah.
You
weren't.
were a different
I was not, and you know,
stratosphere.
and it's not even that. No, to wake up now, right? I don't have much. I don't have. I fuck all, and I'm happy. I wake up in the morning. I'm happy, genuinely happy. I might have a bad day. I know there's going to be a bad day,
Everybody's bad days, man.
but I'm happy in my life.
But that's very fucking hard to. That's very hard to achieve. You know, you understand that, don't you?
I don't.
To be happy.
I don't.
I'm fucking telling you.
I don't. But you know what? I am happy, and I'm not leaving no one take it. And you know, for a scabby drug that I lost out in thousands, and my family lost out in thousands and thousands, I'm not gonna lose this happiness, and I'm not gonna lose this for just a. I've been there. I've done that. I wore the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They can't offer me what I felt every buzz.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Fuck off now and like drive on. Do you know what I mean? Go away, like.
We do a quick fire questions for you, brought to you by Neighbourhood Cafe. Sorry, brought to you by your Neighbourhood Cafe and Roastery in Barrack Street, Carlos, sourcing and roasting single origin specialty coffee for cafe, wholesale and retail, making the world a better place, one neighbourhood coffee at a time. # love where you live. See neighbourhoodcoffee.ie. Papa, go. This is quick fire, right?
Quick fire questions, right? Favourite boxing memory?
By a boxing memory.
No, favourite one.
Favourite boxing memory would have been boxing Brendan O'Reilly in the Olympics. The Olympian.
Toughest opponent you ever faced in the ring or in life?
My dad.
Oh, what is it? Most surprising DM you've received on TikTok?
Katie Taylor's dad.
Yeah, nuts.
Who do you do this for now?
Myself.
Good man. What keeps you sober on hard days?
My kids.
Guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah. That's a hard one for you now, I'd say.
I don't know.
You love an old dance on TikTok?
Guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a little groover, isn't he? A little groover.
Guilty pleasure. Yeah. I do like a dance, and
You like a TikTok post.
Small
That's a pleasure.
thing about me. I like a bit of attention. I do.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure. I like a
Attention
bit
is
of
okay.
attention. Yeah,
As long
I
as you
do.
can handle
Hey,
it.
listen, everyone wants to be a fucking peacock, but
Sure.
Podge
Love.
loves attention. Peace or excitement?
Peace.
Finish this sentence. Today I'm proud of myself because.
Today I'm proud of myself because the obstacles life thrown at me at every point and every angle when I'm doing well.
you're getting through them.
Getting through them and just waking up to tell my story.
Brilliant.
Good man. If you could know the absolute truth to one question, what question would you ask?
If I could know the truth about what?
If you
anything.
could know the truth to one question, what question would you ask someone?
If I could know it's the truth.
You
like,
know it's the truth.
No, you want to know the truth. So say, for instance, an example would be, I'd love to go to Neil Armstrong and say, hey, come here, were you on the fucking moon or not? And he has to tell you the truth.
that's a good one. No,
It's a great question, isn't it?
That's a good one. No, that's a trick one. No, like
Throw it at you, Podge. Throw that one at you.
go on.
Me?
Yeah, throw that one at you.
That's.
Well, you have a think now.
I'll think there.
Have a think.
I'd love to ask the boys who made the horse burgers in Tesco didn't know there was fucking horse in them.
So
I'd love to know.
All right. So I'd love to go to the CUH or these top consultants
Yeah.
and say to them, was the COVID a load of shit?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Very valid, yeah.
Yeah. Up to the WHO.
Oh,
and all.
I'll go up to me
yeah.
Martin. Is he the president or whatever? Or what was he? I have his
Taoiseach.
cup,
Yeah.
Boxer of the Year, but it's his grandfather's cup.
Yeah.
Me Hall, if you're looking, what's the story with the
He was in
COVID?
Carlow yesterday.
What? Oh, jeez, I just missed you. But what's the story with the COVID?
Yeah.
Last one for you. If you entered a room with everyone you ever knew in your life, who would you look for first?
My dad.
Knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, it has to come, didn't it?
Brilliant.
Lads, I appreciate everything you're after doing for me and offering me to come up here, though, genuinely.
Well, we're delighted to have you up there. There is no doubt about it. We have a little jersey for you.
Oh, lads.
for yourself. No, they're all one size, bud, and I can guarantee it's going to be too big for you.
But that has to go on a
alright.
TikTok
But
video,
it's
man.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
you
I'm going to
got-
dance with that tonight in the video, lads. Get up out of that.
Once, twice a week, it has to happen,
Oh,
right?
man, boy, that is amazing, boy.
You can get that jersey on our website, lads, on the shop, and you'll see all the other stuff on www.howisy.ie. Have a look.
And all my followers, these people are gems, so that link is going to be on when this comes out next week, the link is going to be on my page. So for everyone, if you can do it, the lads are doing an amazing job.
Thanks very much.
Look after
Come
them,
on,
you know what I
Tom.
mean? They're looking after us, you know?
It's that time, Pop. We have the CEO, Shannon Redmond.
Oh.
Her curveball is sponsored by brew.ie. That's brew3ws.ie, brought to you by Craig. He does all website design, marketing, content creation. He's a legend in between the sticks. So if you're looking for anything along that lines, definitely get in touch with him. You find him across all the socials. Shannon, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, yeah.
Are you
Fantastic.
flying it?
Sure, looking better than yesterday.
I'm sure.
That's
That's
2026
fair, isn't
me, Shannon. That's the positive guy I am.
You're so
I'm
positive.
better than yesterday.
Radiate positivity.
Got to be positive, don't you, Podge?
Have to be positive, man. Life's too short.
I'm about to make you a bit
Only
negative.
judge can guard me.
True.
Sorry. Happened there.
Only judge can God.
What a guy. That's a place like you doing in a girl like
What a
this.
guy.
I love that one. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Okay. This one's going to put you, this is going to wipe the positivity straight out of you, though. Might put you a bit of bad humor.
Thanks, Shan.
Sorry.
Wonder why she's telling us to be positive, are you?
Yeah, it's fantastic, really.
Yeah.
The negativity is going to come out now.
No
because
smiling.
it's things that annoy the both of you that I know of, right? But also to pick one. The question is, would you rather always, being the key word here, always be stuck at a red light or always be stuck behind slow walkers?
Oh,
What's yours? You can't pass them out.
You
Slow
can't pass
walkers.
them out.
You know, like on the walking thing, I'd be a fairly quick enough walker now.
I would, oh yeah, go on.
So if I was out for a walk, I'd actually usually go by myself, to be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
because I'd be because I'm too fast. And if there's someone in front of me, I usually whiz past them. But if I had to slow down to pass the person in front of me, I think it would
imagine you can't, though.
really wind me up. So I'd actually probably say the walking, to be honest with you.
But then every time you're in the car, you're going to be stuck at a red light.
But sure,
Every traffic light you come to.
yeah,
It'll go green eventually.
you know, pick door one, pick door two. They're both hell, but you know,
No, it's definitely. I wouldn't be. I'm not able to handle people like that on the pathway. No way. I stay at the traffic light. Just can't do it. The only time you're comfortable walking slow is behind a hearse to a funeral. You're walking up along your Brain Road from Ascot Church or whatever it is, and you're like, you're just having a chat. He was a lovely man or lovely woman.
yeah.
Sorry for this kind of crap. If you're out walking and there's someone in front, like this other thing, if people coming towards you, underneath an umbrella, watching their feet, don't give a fuck. They could be walking into you with the umbrella.
Yeah.
Get off the path. Open your eyes. Or walking behind someone. No. Move aside, please. Big Papa Pump is coming through. Yeah. Yeah. No, I can't. That would frustrate the life out of me.
Yeah.
Slow walkers
It's like
drive me
it's like
mad.
looking at a person being in a rush to go nowhere.
Yeah.
What are you in a rush for?
It'll get
The bus is going at 3:00. Why are you running to get there at 2:30? I can walk there and get there at 3:15. And the bus will still be at 3:00. Don't be running.
Mm.
Cool down. Cool the jets. I don't get it.
Wait, fast walkers is slow walk. You're confusing me.
I don't like if
Thanks,
I had to
Shannon.
walk behind.
I'm not the only one in the room.
No, if I had to walk behind a slow walker.
What's
Yeah.
fast walkers got to do with it then?
I didn't say fast walkers.
You said the people who are running to the bus. Slow down.
They're just stupid people.
Is Luke Skywalker in this? I thought.
No, Darth Vader's in it.
Okay.
No, I would be absolutely drove demented if I had to walk behind someone who's slow.
Yeah, no, so would I.
Oh no, they drive me
Drives me
insane.
mad.
That'd drive me.
It's a pay hate.
you know.
Yeah, drives me mad.
I think it'll come to a point in society where in the next 20 years they'll probably have slow lanes and fast lanes for
For
walkers.
Pats,
They
yeah.
probably have it already, do they?
Not yet.
Do you find like that when you're doing your shopping?
What do you mean?
People on the nose don't know where they are.
Oh, it drives me mad.
They're having the trolley sideways.
Drives me mad.
It's nuts like.
Now, I will say I have no spatial awareness. It drives own mad. You know, if I'm walking in a crowd, I'll zigzag and turn around and he's like 12 people behind me with
Yeah.
a big tick head on him because I'm after zigzagging through people.
Yeah.
But I have no spatial awareness. So I will, like, you could be walking here
I will injure people.
and I'm like, and I'm like jumping out in front of you without realising I can't just walk in the straight line. But
Yeah.
I think that's because of how much I hate slow walkers that I'm trying to like.
You'll actually nearly walk on people's ankles.
Yeah,
Not
I know.
unannounced yourself because you're like trying to get by them.
I
It's so frustrating.
I hate in when we do the big shop. It's usually Tesco, to be fair, not sponsored, but yeah. I hate people who leave their trolley mid aisle
Mm.
and then walk away.
Yeah.
And it's like a fucking roundabout in the middle of the aisle. Like. And it's usually beside a pallet because there's someone's packing shelves, or beside a trolley where someone packing shelves. And you're like, well, look what you've done. Like, you've moved this 3-lane system here to 1 lane.
Yeah.
Like, there's 1 lane. Like, I get when people are to the left and had to stop and they're getting a bit of ham. I get that. I've no problem. You're shopping. You're going
No
to get,
problem,
you have to stop there. But people who leave their trolley in the middle of it, right? Like, let's try and get into the fucking brain of someone who leaves their trolley in the middle of an aisle and thinks it's okay to walk away. So you've gone, let's do Tesco. Boom, you've gone to Tesco, close to the right hand side, vegetables to the left. You go down to the confectionery and all that. I usually get dragged past them immediately. Then you turn the bend then, and then I think it's the first fridge aisle, whatever it is, right? Yeah. So you're pushing that trolley and you're abandoning that trolley in the first aisle. What have you forgotten? You're not even in Tesco 2 minutes. What have you forgotten?
No,
what are you going back to get? A
they're
jumper?
standing there, Podge, like this in front of them, and they're after picking up a 10-pack of chicken and ham. It's the same chicken and ham as last week, and the week before that, and the week before that. Why do you have to fucking read the whole back of it? Just put it in the trolley and get out of the fucking
But
way.
you know, you can get this thing now where you can scan the barcodes. It tells you if it's good for you or not. It's an app.
Why would people
stop
living
it.
like that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's the walk one for me, Shannon. I wouldn't be able to do
Yeah, I
it.
think we're all on the same
No,
page there.
I'd blow
Yeah.
a gasket.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
It's like people, do you know the ones in the airport? The travel air for all the world.
Don't do that. Don't do
Right.
that to me now. Don't do that to me now.
He likes this one.
I have no
No, the
rules for
travel
it.
air one, Shannon, we were like, just going to pick up the pace of walking. A lad getting onto it and just putting his hands out on both bars
Don't do
like
that to me now.
and just doing this. And he's going, excuse me there.
Because one side's for walking and one side's
Yeah.
for standing.
So when you're walking
Yeah.
normal, this one is like, you can walk, get a little bit quicker.
I don't mind people
But he
standing
stands
on
on
them.
it, but puts the arms out like this. And it's an insult to ask him, excuse me there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm standing
Yeah,
there.
I'm trying to go through here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's the reason it's a travel air. You don't have to use your feet.
Yeah.
Stand there. Get out of the way.
I
Get
love
there
walking
quicker.
on them.
So do I.
I never feel.
And then you hit the end of it, you're like,
Yeah, I don't ever feel as
Speed
fit
bump.
me whole life when I'm walking
Podge
on
is
them.
moving well,
I'm
isn't
like,
he?
look at me. Look at fucking me.
Wait, are these the flat ones?
Oh,
Flat
yeah.
ones,
Yeah, yeah.
Look at me
Like, the ones in
striding down
shopping centres
here
don't bother me going up the steps.
like a young
whatever.
Linford
Oh,
That's
Christie.
safety, and you're trying to teach kids, don't put your handbag down or whatever, like a little
Yeah.
girl. That
What is
the
used
strap,
for the flat ones though?
so you can walk,
Keep
get your
moving.
destination quicker.
And then if you don't want to walk, you
arms
just
out, blocking it, and then
when
it's
you
an
get
insult
when
to
you
go by them.
get a red eye flight right to Cardiff
If you get a
with
red eye.
Ryanair and you're in terminal Sally Noggin, you know what I mean? Like that is some walk. You need
It
them
is, yeah.
travel letters.
Yeah, you do.
You need them travel
Yeah,
letters,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Oh,
That was a good
God.
one, yeah. No,
Why-
definitely the walking for me, yeah.
I just want to know, when you're preparing these, do you have my rants in mind? Like, are you trying to make me viral for all the wrong reasons?
She's able to pick up in your stuff, isn't she, Badge?
She knows.
Yeah, she's
I
getting
told you the
better.
positivity be gone fierce quick, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm fuming on raw out by. That's it. Anything else, Shan?
That's it.
Poppity Banners, Shannon.
No,
Anyway, that's it. Thanks so much. That's sponsored by Brew.
That's so
3Ws.ie.
Shannon was actually, it was
Contact
lovely to
Craig.
have you here beside me last week. Podge wasn't missed.
That was.
No,
Oh,
no, I'm fed up you getting out of Shannon. I'm going to back up
right,
Shannon here
okay.
tonight.
Oh, no, no, I didn't realise you were doing
Yeah.
prison rules. That's fine. We do have a whole recording. After this, you can keep this in. Papa's getting slaughtered.
Okay.
Thanks very much, Shan. Last episode again was probably sponsored by Carl Estimating for all your construction, tendering, estimating. Check them out, carlestimating.ie and all the social channels. I wish you every fucking ounce of success. That's all I can say to you, and God bless you.
How old are you, Thomas?
27.
I
My
could
son is
listen.
close to the same age as you.
I
Yeah.
could fucking listen.
I might
to
look at
you.
it, I know that. But
Yeah. Look, I don't want to give you a swell head, like, you know.
no, but I, for me, I would say stay grounded, right? And for every time you think you're going to go bad, think of the good times.
100%.
The only thing I'd
And
ask
I
that's
you,
appreciate that, genuinely, guys.
You're-
Honestly,
I'd love to go to your first fight.
I'd
love to go to
love
your next
you
fight.
to come to my first fight. Honestly, it will be in a couple of
So
months,
it's
and
a car, it's 2 hours
and the
down the
tickets
road.
are free because, like,
I don't mind
genuinely,
paying for
no, I know you don't mind paying for tickets, but they'll be a present from me because I know for a fact.
You let us know your TikToks when it's on.
100%. I'll get your number after this because
You have my number.
I have the WhatsApp, but
That's weird, huh?
the TikTok genuinely, like some of the messages I barely even
I
see.
don't know that
And you know, when I go back to messaging, when I want to message someone,
Yeah.
it's just hundreds down, and then you're like, what was their name?
Yeah.
Do you know, or that message that really, like, it's. Look, it is what it is, lads.
Well, look, look, listen, I definitely 110% will go out to the card and watch it.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
110%.
Keep doing the things you enjoy doing, the TikToks, the training, all that. And then when you get isolated, that you think, oh no, I may get away from that. That's okay for a certain
1 or 2 days.
Then go and go for a jog.
That's it. That's
Clear
what I'm
your
doing
head.
now. 100%. But you know
Jogging,
what?
walking, sparring, put the gloves on. Anything makes you feel good.
Do you know what? That's it. Stay away from the shit.
Shit.
That's all it is shit.
Yeah, correct.
And look, guys, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I had an amazing day coming up. I was looking forward to this weeks.
Yeah,
I was trying to even push it closer.
Yeah.
I was even trying to push it
busy
closer.
men, bud. Yeah,
I know
you're in
that,
the queue.
but it was
You're in
like
the
after
queue.
days, do you know what? No, I'd be like, yeah, all right, could I do it a week before? No, I was just looking forward because I want my story out there because, as I said, I had everything before, all this shit, and then the shit came at me, and now I'm getting it back, do you know, but I have to start from.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, you know it.
oh yeah, and it's a challenge. I like a challenge. Sure, look at me, fucking hell.
Make you stronger. Make
Exactly.
you better, man.
Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is, lads, and
Good man.
thanks very much for this. I
You're
appreciate
fucking more
it.
than welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Honestly, thanks, lads, and thanks for the jersey as well.
Welcome,
You're
sir.
the most interesting guest I think we've had.
Ah,
in my
look at me,
opinion.
a swelled head known as big enough as it is.
Yeah. That's your episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, follow and share on all the social platforms. If you didn't like it, I don't give a shit. Just like us anyway and share us anyway. Anyway, as always, that's not my podcast.
Not my podcast.
It's Carlo's podcast. It's your podcast. Good luck and God bless until
Brilliant.
next week.
That's full time on this week's episode of the Housey Podcast, available on all podcasting platforms. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter/X. Proudly sponsored by Ampifi. Got a story to tell? A voice that needs to be heard? Get in touch with us here in Ampifi, Carlow Town's professional home for podcasters of all kinds. We can be found on Instagram at Ampifi Podcast Studio. Ampifi, power up your podcast.